Hey, Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. Today we're continuing our Crawl Space Misconceptions video series. And today I want to talk about the HVAC system. Around Knoxville, there was a lot of contractors, HVAC contractors out there that was telling homeowners that the HVAC system can dry out the crawl space. Is that a good idea? Stay tuned. So if you're new to Crawl Space Ninja, we talk about crawl space encapsulation, high humidity, and how to address it. Also insulation. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel, ring that notifications bell, and follow us on Facebook. Crawl space humidity is a problem in any area where you have either standing water, if you're near a lake or near an ocean or something like that, but also just parts of the South in general and even up around Delaware, obviously North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, places like that. So keep in mind that a few years ago we had a drought. It was a very severe drought. We had no rain from March until October. Well, guess what? We were still high humidity during the drought. So just because you don't have a lot of rainfall during a period of time doesn't mean your humidity isn't off the chart. So a lot of these HVAC contractors were putting supplies and returns in crawl spaces to control humidity. And what we found was that many homeowners, depending on what time of the year it was, they would not run their AC. If it was in March or April, it might be cool enough to open the windows, and in September, October, November, it might be cool enough to open the windows. It's still high humidity outside, even though it's cool outside. If you've ever seen that fog roll in, it's nice and cool outside. You're probably not running the AC early in the morning, but maybe at 2 o'clock, the sun comes out and starts to heat everything up and you turn that AC back on. Well, you just went from like 3 a.m. until 12 p.m. with no conditioned air running in that crawl space because the AC did not need to work. And during that time, that crawl space humidity just went through the roof, got absorbed into the wood and the insulation, and then once it gets absorbed in there, it's more difficult to dry out. So if you are using your HVAC system to control humidity in the crawl space, make sure you have a dehumidifier as a backup in the instance that the AC doesn't kick on for whatever reason. The other problem with using your AC to control humidity is that normally, unless you built it in while you were building the house, the AC is properly sized for the living space, but adding that crawl space cubic footage to that AC just caused the air conditioner to become undersized, which means it has to run more often, it'll create higher energy bills, and may not even be able to keep up depending on how big your crawl space in your home is. So if you're going to go that route where you're using your HVAC system to control humidity, make sure that your HVAC contractor does a load test to calculate the crawl space along with the living space. Make sure that crawl space has great vapor barrier installed, it's properly insulated and air sealed, all the vents are sealed but one to ventilate the soil gases out, and maybe that'll get you through some parts of the year, but not all. I certainly would recommend you put in that backup dehumidifier just in case. I'm Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. We hope you make it a happy and blessed day. We'll see you later.